Autism lives festival of toys. Feels like magic for girls and boys. Every laugh and every cheer makes this time of year so dear.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the Festival of Toys. Thanks for coming back, you guys. We're so excited. We've got a lot of toys to cover. Yesterday, if you were watching, we covered some of our favorite toys from the baby, toddler, and preschool categories of our toy guide. Today, we're being ambitious and we're going to take on the school age, the teen tween, the adults, and I've got one caregiver toy that I want to show you that I thought was particularly wonderful because we're talking about our favorites of our favorites today. We're going to show them to you very quickly, but I want to remind you that you can go to our toy guide at autismnetwork.com. If you click on the toy guide, if you're looking on mobile sites or on an iPad, it's the 3 little bars, and you click on it and it'll give you the choice of going to the 2024 toy guide. You want to go there. Then I recommend that you start, because we've got 6 different age ranges, right? I recommend that you start with the age range of the person you're shopping for. Now, that's not always going to be the ticket, right? But it's a good place to start. If you, let's say that you have an 11-year-old and you decide, okay, I'm going to start at the teen tween and I'm going to look through there. And if you don't find what you want, then you go to the 2 areas that are closest in age range. So you would go to the school-aged kids and you would go to the adult. And sometimes you will find exactly what you want there. Or you keep looking until you find everything. You'll see as I show you that some of them, it's like it's in this age range, but it'd be very appropriate for another age range, right? So we hope that you will enjoy it. Please note that on the toy guide, there's also a place where you can order the toy directly to be shipped to you. Sometimes that's from our Amazon store. And if you buy it from there, then I don't know how much money we get, but we get some sort of a perk for it. And in doing that, you help keep the lights on. If you like our show, it's a great way to show appreciation. Although in some places, you're buying it directly from the toy maker, and we always encourage that. So we love some toys because they can make a difference in lots of lives. So let's get started, shall we, with the school age category. Our top toy in that category is this amazing Gecko Run marble starter set from Thames and Cosmos. And this is for ages 8 and up. I had to check to make sure. But if you know me, you know I love a good marble run because a marble run teaches cause and effect. It helps us to be able to visualize things and say, I dropped the marble here. Did it make it all the way to the bottom? It's got a beginning, a middle, and an end, which means sometimes it's our reward for doing something. We're working on something hard and we say, hey, let's do 5 of these. And once we do 5, then we'll go do the marble run, right? And we do the marble run. It's got the beginning, middle, and end. And we go, okay, let's go back to work and work on this. And then we'll do the next math problem that we had for homework, right? So it breaks things up and makes it really fun, but it's easy to break away from. This marble run, this marble run. They've taken things to a new level, the wall. If you know marble runs, usually you set them up on the floor and they take up some real estate, right? And it could be like, let's put the marble run away because it's taken up so much space. But this puts it on the wall. It comes with very special gripper and tape that is wall safe, right? And you put it on the wall and you can visualize the whole thing. You drop the marble and you can see exactly where it's not working. You're working on engineering, problem solving, cause and effect, all of those amazing things. And you can use it over and over. Every time you do the marble run, it looks completely different because you're using a wall. We just love it and we think your kids will too. Anytime we give a top toy award to a toy, it's because my judges across the entire span and spectrum of the judges all thought it was amazing, all said, I wish I owned that toy when I was a kid, or I'd like to own that toy now, or I have a kid that I would love to give this to. That was true of this toy, the Gecko Run Marble Run Starter Set from Thames and Cosmos. I love Thames and Cosmos. Amazing. Top toy award in the school age category. Then our STEM winner, the STEM award winner for school age, is this amazing Wow in the World light up terrarium. So if you know STEM, you know it's a big thing that we want to make sure that our kids get to experience some form of STEM because it works on flexible thinking and it helps them be prepared for the world. I really love that this one, we're working on the science of an ecosystem. They're literally creating their own ecosystem and decorating it in this lovely terrarium, but then it becomes the nightlight in their room. How amazing is that? It's a really lovely kit, and truly a wonderful thing. So wow in the world, light up terrarium, just lovely STEM thing, STEM kit, excuse me, for our school-aged kids. Okay, so next I have our winner that was the Therapist Recommendation Award. This is from Schleich. I don't know if you've ever been to a really high-end toy store and they have the wonderful, very realistic looking animals that are available, and sometimes they sell them one at a time. This is a starter kit for, it's for ages 3 and up, but I've got it in the school age category because our therapists absolutely love this because there's so many things you can work on. This is the starter kit for wildlife, the African wildlife. So it's got a zebra, and it's got a monkey, and it's got a lion and an elephant, a baby elephant, all very realistic, which makes it very fun for our kiddos who are interested in the ecosystem and they're interested in wildlife. So many things that we can work on, social relationships, all kinds of things in wildlife. And then, of course, you can add on to it. They've got other pieces that you can add on to it. Schleich, such an amazing toy maker. We really love this. Again, Therapist Award winner in that category. Okay, next up, our book award in this category for school-aged kids. We always want to be encouraging reading. This is Shiny Misfits from Scholastic Books. Do you remember when you were a kid and they would have the Scholastic Book Fair at your school? It was my favorite because there were so many amazing books. We want to build a life of reading for all of our kids, but that means it's got to be rewarding and it's got to be easy at the level that they're at. I love that this is written like a graphic novel. So it makes it very accessible, words and pictures, so that we begin to understand the words. If it's that you need to read along with your early reader, or they're able to read it for themselves, really engaging. What's it about? It's about this amazing young woman, Bayanne, who wants to be in the talent show, but gets to be a little bit famous in her school, not for her talent, quite the opposite. And she has to learn to deal with the feelings of I'm different. I'm different, and what does that mean to me? What does that mean to my friendships? And is it okay to be different? It's got a wonderful, powerful message that's really, really important. Learning about how to get along with other people, how to accept yourself, and help others to accept you as well, exactly as you are. Shiny Misfits from Scholastic Books, beautifully written, beautifully illustrated. Your school-age kiddo will love that. Next up, for our best puzzle winner, puzzles don't necessarily have to be jigsaw puzzles. I love this puzzle because it is, I'm going to open it so that you guys can see. It's called Say Cheese. It's by a company that's called Player One, but it comes to us from another amazing company, Project Genius. And you're going to see throughout this hour, I'm going to feature some amazing toys from Project Genius. I love them. They're a woman-owned company, and they employ individuals on the autism spectrum. How much do we love that? So here is this amazing game. This is what it comes with. It's got this little tray, and it's got these little cubes that on one side, it's got a mouse, and on the other side, it's got its little tush, right? And I can take these off, and I look at my puzzle book. So I've got my starter kit. I look at my puzzle book, and it's got 50 different challenges that it tells me exactly where to start, that I need to start with the blue one. And I need to put it so that it's got its bottom up, and I got to put it right here. Now I get to roll this piece, and what I'm trying to do is see how many turns it takes before I can get it so that he is face up. They get harder as you move through the book. I love that all of the puzzles, the answer to the puzzle is available in the back of the book. So if you're having a hard time, You can look it up and figure it out from there so that you're learning. It is a puzzle. It's a logic puzzle. But here's the other thing. This company encourages you and says it's a great game to play by yourself, and I'm sure that it is. I want to encourage you with our kiddos to play it with 2 people or more. Now it's a social game where you're working on it together and you can try things out. You can say, I think we should roll it this way. And the other person says, I think we should roll it that way. And then you decide which one to do first, right? And so that you're working it out together. Look, this is rated age 8 to 88, and we put it in our school age category for best puzzle. But I know somebody who would love this game who is currently getting their PhD. And I know about her that she loves exactly this kind of game. So it's Say Cheese, and it comes to us from Project Genius, a really amazing company, a great toy. And this won our best puzzle in the school age category. I'm telling you, there's no age limit to these kinds of things. Say Cheese, and that, as I mentioned, it's coming to us from Player One Logic Games, but the distributor for that is Project Genius, who I happen to love. I love Project Genius. They make amazing puzzle toys. It is a woman-owned company, and they help to employ individuals on the autism spectrum. Woot! How much do we love that? So next up, another Project Universe game, which is the Novolink Inverse, which I believe is this one. This is rated age and up, and it's akin to a certain cube, but on steroids. When you start out, I've had so much playing with this, I'm never going to solve this. Can we be honest and open about that? That is not, for me, that is not the intent. But I love creating the mosaic in the different colors. Now, for other people, they would solve it to get it all the same color on the same side. But I just love how beautiful it is. I have been keeping this in my office and pick it up and play with it. And just, it reminds me of a kaleidoscope that has come to life. I can see it in 3D, which I super love. So what I love, this is from Project Genius also. And I'm going to show you today, we have a bunch of different winners in different categories and different ages. They each have an age rating, or not, excuse me, not an age rating, a difficulty rating on them when you get them. So that if you find that you get one and your kiddo is able to do it fairly quickly, you want to take them to the next level, oh, they have the next level for you. Again, Project Genius, woman-owned company, employing individuals on the spectrum. We love them so very much. I'm going to put you up. No, I'm going to put you down here so I won't come back to you. Alrighty then. And our next one is our best cardboard. I'm going to slow down because I'm talking too fast. Our cardboard game. And what it is, I'm going to move this out of the way and show you. This is another Thames and Cosmos. This is Dodo. I love Dodo. This is a beautiful board game that I have semi-set up over here. You can see that it's depicting an island, and the rules of this game, it's a building game, kind of like the old Mousetrap kind of esque, but a lot easier. There are these little, let me see if I can pop this out. There are boards that come and are laying around the bottom. I've already set it up together. But it shows you it requires one. So as a team, you work together to roll the dice and pick things that match. And now you've got one. And when you've got one and it's filled, then this piece can go on the board. And basically what you're doing is building a path to get Dodo's egg from all the way up at the top down to the boat, on the bottom. So it's a very quick game. You build it together, and then you release the little bird here, and his little egg makes the trip down. And if it falls off, which it often does, then it's start over. But it's very quick moving and lots of fun and having to work together. They tell you to warm up the egg before you do it. I don't know if that really helps. But it is also a game about winning and losing, and that you don't always win. As hard as you work and as much as you work together, you don't always win, which helps us to work on our feelings when we don't win. I'm going to release the egg and see how far he makes it down. Oh, go, go. It's wobbly. The egg is wobbly. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, you can do it. It has not fallen off yet. And you can tap it to help it. I don't know if you can see because he's around the corner here. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, oh, oh. See, it gets very exciting because the wet egg is meant to be very wobbly. Keep going. You can do it, pal. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I've moved it too much now. Come on. Go around the corner. Ah, ah, ah. Okay, we're going to give that a minute to go. He's probably stuck. But that is our best card board game winner for school age. It's so much fun and it's so beautiful. It comes to us from Thames and Cosmos, and it's rated age 6 and up. I think my egg is stuck. Oopsie. Come on now. Keep going. You can do it. You can do it. And I'm told I haven't been Oh, I think I tapped him too hard. I haven't been successful, but I'm told that you can get him all the way down to the bottom. Oh, no, I lost. Well, you know that happens when you're impatient, but we learn to deal with our feelings of when we don't get it, right? So that is Dodo. Oops. I got to put my bird back so that he won't. And I'm going to push him away. All right. Moving on to our top educational toy in the school age category. This is from Discovery Toys, and it's called GeoFlakes, and it's a building system that's just beautiful and fun and delightful. They have these translucent pieces that come in all different types of shapes, and we can build absolutely anything. Now, I want to say that the age rating on this is 5 and up. But I've sat this down with some 14-year-olds before, and they have a great time with it. So don't judge this toy ageistly, because it's really wonderful. It comes with, because Discovery Toys is so amazing, it comes with a whole set of cards to work on a whole set of things that, you can just work on sorting. You can work on colors. You can work on shapes. You can, so many different things. These are double-sided. You can put them on top of each other and create other colors. Whoo, so many things to learn, and they code them by difficulty, so you work through, and when your child can do all of them, they've learned quite a bit. So this is GeoFlakes. It's available to you from Discovery Toys, which I love. A really, really amazing kit. Again, rated ages 5 and up, and it won our best educational toy for the school age category. All right. Then we get into empowering employment. We have a whole category in the toy guide that is just about helping our children to learn job skills and what it means to have the responsibility of a job. So this is another toy from Schleich. It is the Empowering Employment toy, and you can see that this is from their Horse Club collection. Amazing, amazing toys. This is a whole van that the whole thing of this is that it is a mobile horse vet. So it opens up and there's a whole place. There's a horse and a doctor who examines the horse, and we get to role play what it is to take care of an animal in this very realistic, but smaller form. These are the kinds of toys that last for generations. These are quality toys that, believe me, I know many girls and boys who are really into horses, and to get them a thing where they get to play mobile horse vet, what a lovely, lovely gift. So again, our Empowering Employment Award, because it absolutely does that. All right, moving right along to our kids' choice, which sits right in front of me right here. Oh, VTech. Oh, VTech. I mean, how much do we love VTech? This toy, I think I want it myself. Can I be honest about that? And we have somebody who works in this office that I unboxed this toy, and I had to take it away from her because I was like, I need the toy so that we can do things with the toy. But she didn't want to stop playing with it because there's so many things that you can do. There's so many different modes. Like any good VTech toy, and they're all good, they're all great. There are technological components to it, but we're learning how to drum. And this is not a little kid toy. This is actually learning how to drum. Yeah, and there's so many different buttons and things that we can do, and there's a screen that helps us to do things. So I can learn rhythm and timing. I can have a coach. I can put in there's a headphone jack. I'm going to turn it off so I can keep talking. But there's a headphone jack so that I can listen to myself drumming. But mom and dad don't have to hear it, thank you, VTech, for that. There is a mode where there's a Bluetooth, so I can play a song and play along with it from my phone when I get older. This is a serious toy, but it is also a toy where somebody can just bang it out. But if you really want to start to learn how to play the drums, before you go and spend hundreds of dollars on a drum kit that your child may never play, give them this and they will have a blast. And if they don't become a professional drummer, there's still a lot that they can learn. There is a volume up and a volume down, but again, there's the head jack. There is a mode where it literally is someone training your child and helping them to learn how to play for a specific song. They have some music tracks on here that they can play along to. And of course, this interactive screen teaches you along the way. If you think that your child has some musical talent, this is a great, great gift. It is the Kitty Star drum pad from VTech. It is rated 5 and up. And this won our Kids' Choice. Although it was a pretty big battle because a lot of people were loving this, it's an amazing, amazing toy. So check it out, and you will have, I'm not going to drum for you because I'm inept, but it is an amazing, amazing toy. I'm going to put it here on the floor so we can be showing other things. But thank you, VTech, for that amazing, amazing toy. Okay, now we're into our motor toy award winner, and it is the Nido Groovy Glob. So I'm going to open this here, and this is a motor toy because we're going to work on fine motor. If you have a kiddo who is having difficulty with handwriting and it's a little bit hard for them finger-wise, this is a great sensory toy, but it is great for motor because it's working on those fine motor skills in the finger. So Nido is a line of toys from Shiling that we have fallen in love with this year. There's pretty much a winner in almost every age category because we love them so much. And this one is just the Groovy Glob. And I don't mean to say just the Groovy Glob, but it is a Groovy Glob. We can use it to catch. This works on hand-eye coordination. But I can play with it and have a good time. I can twist it. It snaps back to its original spot. They come in different colors. Shiling. It says pinch me, squeeze me, squish me, and touch me. It feels really good too, you guys. Great sensory toys, but we love this. It won the Motor Toy Award. We're going to be showing you more Nido stuff a little bit later on. So there we go. Then for our parent winner, let me put this down here so I know that I'm done with it. If the drums aren't their thing, how about a rainbow rollout piano? I get so excited about it. Again, there's a headphone jack. And this thing, I'm going to put it on demo and let it play for a second. No, I got to turn it on first. Okay, let me put it on demo now. But it actually plays this thing, and you can take it with you. And we can pretend. I love this on so many levels. But there are all kinds of things that we can do. I'm going to stop you. I can record, I can play a song and I can record it to play for mom or dad later on. I can change the tone of it. So I'm playing, I need to move this out of the way so that you can see me playing. I just needed a bigger surface. But I can have I like that one. Oh, that sounds like strings. It's a good time, you guys. I don't know if you know this, but we know now that, excuse me, I got to turn it off. We know now that working on music and understanding music is directly related to math skills. Oh my goodness. It helps to learn cooperation and timing, because if you end up playing an instrument with somebody else, you have to play around what they're playing, right? And a lot of our kids have amazing musical ability, but sometimes we have a hard time getting them to the place where maybe, just can we afford, all the help that they need to get started. But this is a great way to give your child the opportunity to play and learn. I love it. It's a functioning piano, but they make these in just the black and white too, but I love the rainbow. I mean, come on. This, it's called the Rock and Roll It Rainbow Piano. It comes from Mookie Kim. It's rated age 6 and up, and it won our Parents Recommendation Award, because when our kids are able to find something that they absolutely love, what a powerful, powerful thing. Okay, I need my super blankie. Where is my super blankie? It's right here. This is our sensory award winner. I don't even have this open. We're going to open it right now. We're unboxing it right now. So they make a whole line, and these come to us from Dream Mighty. It won our sensory award in our school age category. It's a line of blankets. They all come with a mask. This happens to be the Zing, superhero. They have like a fairy one. They have them in all different kinds. So you get one. It's so soft, you guys. And that's why it's a sensory. A lot of our kiddos, they need a little, something fluffy. So, but the cool thing about this for school age kids is that the blanket comes with arms sewn into it. There's just a little tunnel here that what they do is they slip this on, they put their arms in it, and then it becomes a cape so that they can be the superhero, or they can just cuddle up in their fabulous superhero blanket this is just super soft, you guys. It's absolutely amazing. Again, go, I think the link, this one goes directly to their website, and you can see all the different ones that they make. They're vibrant and kids love them. This is actually a really good gift to give from a grandparent or from an aunt or an uncle, that you will find that they will love this for years to come, right? So super blankie, all different kinds of superheroes, but it becomes a cape, which we really, really love. And then in the last, and oh, it's so far away. Why did I put it so far away? Pardon my reach. In this category, hello, sitting on the pillow. Live, what can I say? So the winner of the social skills builder in this category in the school age ended up being a book. I don't know that that's ever happened before, but this was such a special book. This is Freddie the Fly, Connecting the Dots. And I want to tell you that there's a Freddie the Fly series that's available to you. This comes to us from Boys Town Press. We're very impressed with Boys Town Press. I super love this because the full title of this book is Freddie the Fly, Connecting the Dots, a story about learning to read social cues. And so we see that Freddie the Fly, though well-intentioned, sometimes he does something, great illustrations, very colorful. Sometimes he does stuff that ticks people off or offends them or makes them not want to be friends with him. And he doesn't quite understand it. He doesn't quite know what's going on. But through the course of the book, Freddie begins to learn that there are clues, that if you do something, and here's on this page, it says, here are 3 tips to understand how to read between the lines and connect the communication dots, Freddie. This is his principal telling him. 1, how words are said, what the voice sounds like. 2, how a face looks, what the eyes, mouth, and lips do. And 3, how a body acts, what the head, chest, arms, legs, hands, and feet do. And Freddie says, I still don't get it, right? So the principal goes through lessons to help him to understand that when people are doing something, we have several examples of, this is what you said, this is how you said it, what was the reaction from your friend? This is magic. This is magic. To be able to read this with your school-age kiddo, because I hear it from especially the teens and the tweens all the time, but it starts in the school-age years where they go, I don't get it. I said this and I didn't get the reaction that I thought I was going to get, and I feel like there's a rule book somewhere that I don't have the rules to. Hello. Now, I put this in the school age category, but if you have a teen or tween who's struggling at school and is missing these kinds of cues at home, you're seeing it, get this, read through it with them. Answer questions, ask them for their opinion. Life will get better. It's really good. Boys Town Press, and that won our social skill building award in our school age category. Absolutely love it. Okay, so now let's move on to the teens and tweens. Now, some of these are going to be appropriate for adults. Some of these are going to be appropriate for our school age kids. All right, let's talk Shishibo, shall we? This is our top toy, and I have to tell you, I'm a little embarrassed about it because, you know, it's like when you fall in love with somebody and you just can't help yourself. I have to be honest that we have featured Shishibos in our toy guides the last couple of years, and I think they've been top toy in a couple of different categories, and I can't stop doing it because our judges keep loving it. So if you don't know what this is the dice series that we've given the top toy award to. I got to crack it open first. I got to find the place. Okay, so I've got my cube here, but you crack it open, and now suddenly I've got this amazing world inside. And I can ship this into different shapes. Let's see if I'm so not good at this, but I love it all the same. Let's see if I can get it into the star shape. No, I'm getting it in something else. I'll tell you, I'm not that good at this. I've been better, but I haven't played with it enough lately. But there are all different kinds of shapes that you can do. I'm just trying to get it into a specific shape. And there are tutorial videos online. If your child struggles with it, they'll be able to find all kinds of things that they can do. But the truth of the matter is that our kids play with these and they go click, 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 and they can make a million different shapes with it, a million different things. These are very special toys. I don't really understand, but I'm told that there are special earth magnets that are in the different pieces. And as you rock and roll, the pieces go together in different ways and you make different shapes. But of course, the big thing is, can you get it back to a cube? And let me just say that I am not going to be able to get this back into a cube. It's not going to happen. I'm close, but it's just not. I am not. I don't know. Maybe. All right. But these are amazing. So this is a Shishibo. This happens to be of the dice variety. They make them in all different amazing art designs on them. These come to us from Fun in Motion Toys, and you're going to see in this particular category we have a lot of Fun in Motion toys because I just love what they do. They create toys that allow us to move to what I think is the right side of the brain. We're in this Zen space and experiencing something. It reduces stress and helps us to be prepared for all kinds of other things that are happening. So this is rated age 8 and up. It's a great stocking stuffer or just a great gift for the teen tween in your life. But, you know, our school age kids love these too. Absolutely. And you'll see that there's a different one for adults. Oh, I just love them. Amazing. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh, another Fun in Motion toy, the Tech-D. Where is it? Okay. So if you've got kiddos in your life that are building, and maybe the building system that you have, they've already mastered that and they know what to do. And, you know, it's not as educational for them anymore. Well, this is super fun. It's called Tech-D, and it's a box building system. I even love the way it's packaged. Again, this is from Fun in Motion, and this one, our Boredom Buster. Check out even how this box opens up. Oh my goodness. It swings open, and I've got an array of building materials that I can put together that snap together so that I can make boxes. And I've got some that are two-sided so that I can put different pieces together and make all different kinds of shapes. I can make buildings. I can make modern art sculptures. I have a wooden dowel so that I can even make these things move. It's really impressive. And I'm not a builder. That's not how my brain works. But for those of you that your kiddos are into robotics and they're into building, ooh, this is just another level for them to build. And I'm going to show you a couple of more things in this category. But this particular toy won our Boredom Buster because on that rainy day when your child who likes to build doesn't have anything else to do, ma'am, this is a super fun toy. It says Tech presents a turning point in building toys with an innovative kinetic building system. So really remarkable, really just lovely package. This is a very nice toy. Again, from Fun and Motion. It's Tech Fun and Motion Toys, I need to say, and that won the Boredom Buster. On to our educational toy for the tween category. We have the mechanical hand. This comes to us from Smartivity. It's an rated 8+. And again, same range of kiddos if they love to build, but they're into more the electrical engineering part of this. They're learning how to wire this hand so that it is responsive to movement and can bend and do all of these amazing things. This is a powerful STEM toy, but it won our educational award. Your child will learn and build and put this together. Comes with challenges, a really amazing toy that a lot of our judges just went gazonga over. So I absolutely love that educational toy winner from Smartivity. Okay, we were talking about the Neato stuff. Oh, I love to be able to show these. So this one in the Teen Tween category, this won the Kids' Choice Award. But I want to tell you that I shared this with a mom who just fell in love. This is called the Nice Cube. So it's a Neato Nice Cube from Shiling. And it's another one of it won the Kids' Choice, but this is another fun sensory toy. So it looks like an ice cube, but it comes in different colors. This happens to be the pink one. But you can pull it, you can grab it, you can do whatever you want to it. I can make it as big as I want to. And I'm working on fine motor and I'm taking out aggression, but it feels so amazing. And no matter what I do to it, this thing is going to snap back into a cube. It takes a little while, but it's going to go right back into the cube. And it's just a fun sensory experience. I'll tell you what it reminds me of, and I'll really date myself here, but I don't know if any of you remember, ask your grandparents. There was something called Stretch Armstrong. There was this doll that was just like the same material, and you would pull and you would stretch him and then he would snap back to the original shape, and everybody loved him. Everybody wanted to play with, but can you see this is already returned to a cube? Love it. You can smash it, you can pound on it, you can do whatever you want to this thing and it will snap back into a cube. Really super fabulous, sensory, wonderful. This one, Kids' Choice in the Teen Tween category, again from Shiling. These Neato sensory things. There's more to come. Don't go anywhere. There's more of them. Okay, so I'm going to put that one away. And our next one up, I believe, is our motor. Dun, 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 dun. I have my cheat sheets here. Okay. So I don't know if you guys know about the Slow-Mo Institute. There was a thing that went around in the pandemic. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. But during the pandemic, there was a thing that went around that people were encouraged to take all the vowels out and replace them of any word and replace them with a double O. So my name would be Shunoon would be my name instead of Shannon. So they did that and they make slime at the Slow-Mo Institute. So this is some slime that I got to go to the Slow-Mo Institute and make with my son. And it's seen better days because all the colors have sort of gone together. You can see that it's got so many different things. But I got to go to the Slow-Mo Institute and pick the type of slime I liked because they make slime that's very soft. They make slime that has beads in it. And you find what is your particular type of slime that you love. I really liked the cloud slime. It feels like a cloud. It's very soft. Then you get to pick the flavor that you want. And this smells like lemons. It's just amazing. I super duper love it. And then you just play with it. And this won our Motor Skills Award because, again, we're working on that fine motor for your kiddos that don't like to open their own water bottles, that don't do well with long writing assignments. It's good to work on those motor skills, the fine finger skills, to build those muscles. And it should be fun and rewarding. And I'll tell you, when it's the scent that you love, it is very rewarding. And when it's the texture you love, it's very rewarding. So you can go to a slow-mo institute if you're near a major city. And I encourage you to do it. So much fun, a day of fun. Or you can just order from their catalog, and they have you can get different sizes. SLUMU from the SLUMU Institute, motor winner for our teen tween category. You know, the thing with teens and tweens is that sometimes it's that in-between thing. Some of them are too cool for school, and they're like, I don't want a toy that's for younger kids, but you give them something like that and they have a good time. And other times we have kiddos that aren't really ready to move on to other things, and we need to get them age-appropriate things that are right for them. So that's what this category is filled with. For instance, your teen might love bubbles. This is our parent recommendation winner for, excuse me, the teen tween category. This comes from South Beach Bubbles, and it's called Build the Bubble. So if you have a kiddo who loves bubbles, and who doesn't, right? And I encourage you to check out their full line of toys. But this is for kids that are a little bit older, because we take bubbles to the next level. They get an entire kit that allows them to build like a square, or, you know, a pentagon or a triangle or whatever, and create a bubble that is exactly that size and shape. So it is considered a STEAM toy. But our parents love this because it's got a building element that you build the shape that you want, and then you build the bubble inside of it. Really super fun. So that's Build a Bubble 3D Bubble Kit from South Beach Bubbles. I love bubbles, and very age appropriate for those teen tween kids. Still playing with the things that they love, but having it be something, just taking it to the next level. So this is a Karmagami. And this is also from Fun in Motion. And this is our sensory toy in this category. Now, for some of our kiddos, they love, you know, some of these twisting shapes that you can do from the Fun in Motion stuff. But for some of them, maybe the hand skills aren't there and they need something a little easier. This really is like a kaleidoscope. There's just the two motions, pushing in or pushing out. But all the shapes and colors that it makes, as I said before, with the Fun in Motion toys, there is something about this that's so meditative that I could sit and do this for a half an hour, and I'm going to guess that my blood pressure would be lower after I did that for a half an hour. Think about our teens and tweens. When I was a teen and tween, we had lava lamps, and we would sit and watch the lava lamp and contemplate our navels. But it was good time to let your brain kind of figure out what was going on. So I love this, the Karmagami. It's our sensory toy winner in the teen and tween category. An excellent stocking stuffer, and they make them in different shapes and not different shapes, different patterns. So check that out, Karmagami. All right, moving on. What do we have next on our lovely? I have my stack of my cheat sheets here. Okay. Oh, another Fun in Motion toy. Another building system that, again, taken it to another level. And again, I have to say that my brain doesn't work. I will say that this is well packaged, and I always struggle because I have bad hand skills. Okay. It's helping me to work on that. But this is from Fun in Motion. Let's see if I can even get the box open. I can. Look at this rainbow of my building tools. But guess what they are? This time we're working on convex and concave. And I think if I can find my little clippies that are in here, it comes with these lovely little clippies. And what I do is I connect the clip to one side. It's very easy. And now I get choices about how do I want to put this together. And depending on what I put together, I'm beginning to create a shape here, a helix, right? But notice that I can move with the clip. The clip makes it possible for them to move. So I can build shapes with this that I could never build with any other building toy. And for our kiddos who love to build, this sets them free. There is a whole lesson in here about convex and concave. I have trouble even putting it back in the box because like there's only one way that it works, and I always get it wrong. But for our kids who are educationally already predisposed to, I'm not even going to be able to get it right. It's like a IQ test that I fail every single time. And then I find the right way, and it's like, oh, well, of course it goes that way. But I won't do it here on camera. We have other things to discuss, right? But this is Hyper Tiles. Let me say that. It's from Fun in Motion Toys. Again, this is an amazing, amazing toy. It's rated 5 and up, but I put it in the teen and tween category. But if you have a kiddo who loves to build and is 5, I say go for it. It is super fun. It's rainbow colors. I really love it. It's so different. Okay, next in our book category, Good Different. Another book from Scholastic, a little bit, I would say, older. I want to say that one of the quotes here on the top, which was very meaningful for me, relatable, profound, and beautifully heartfelt. I loved it. Now, in this book, when she's writing, and she writes in the form of poems, so it's very accessible for a teenager to be able to read. It's not long chapters. It's a simple poem, but beautifully written, very, as they said, heartfelt about what's going on with her, how she feels about the people around her. But it tells a story through the poems. It's called Good Different. It's written by Meg Eaton Kuwat. It is the Schneider Family Book Award winner, an honor book. And for us, it won Best Book in the Teen Tween category. I will just read a couple of things here. That this is some of the things that other people have said. A powerful addition to literature about the autism experience. The leading character, Selah, is funny, insightful, and poetic in her quest to balance fitting in and staying true to herself. I love that. So really wonderful. It says here, Selah knows her rules for being normal. Honestly, for those of you who are curious about masking, this is a particularly good book for that, because she goes to school and tries very desperately to fit in by masking. And then a problem arises where she's not able to mask, and it causes her to look at things in a different way, and ultimately to accept herself in a way that is beautiful and insightful. So there we go, from Scholastic Books. Truly, truly lovely for our tweens and teens. Okay, and then last in the tween teen category, because I promised you that there would be more Project Genius, this particular puzzle is called the Inverse Volstar, and it's a different shape entirely. Now, when this started out, all of the front-facing pieces were the same color, but it twists in this very unique way that is unlike anything I have ever seen before. And you're creating kaleidoscopes. And of course, the goal is to get it so that all the pieces match. I'm not going to be able to do it, but I know that our kids can. But it's absolutely beautiful while you're working on it. From Project Genius, that amazing company that I was telling you about, woman-owned, they employ people on the spectrum. So you can't do anything but love that. All right, quickly, moving on to our adult categories. We just have a couple of toys that I want to share from the adult category. This one, our best book in the adult category, and it's called Page Not Found, also from Scholastic Books. This book is a little bit different, and I don't know if I would recommend it for teen tweens. You would want to read it before you did, but for the adult category, I thought it was really appropriate. In this book, Paige's parents have made a decision to have her, without her permission, participate in a study that is about her brain, and she is neurodivergent. And it is a whole thing about who can she trust? Can she even trust herself? It's very technologically savvy because they can connect her brain and download what she's thinking and feeling, which is different, right? So she's not even sure if she can trust herself, and she doesn't know where the safe spaces are. It does get into some pretty heavy stuff. On the back of the book, it says, so you're saying I have this dot in me, because they've implanted a dot in her brain, Paige asks, and they're studying me to find a cure for my brain. All her feelings swirl inside her like a thick soup, mixing together until she can't tell them apart. People are spying on her right this minute, watching her, taking notes so that they can change her. Fury burns inside Paige like lava. This is so unfair. This is wrong. And if no one else is going to stop it, then Paige will. So a pretty profound book. But that's why I'm saying I probably, depending on the abilities of your teen tween, read it first. But for adults, I think it's right on the money. Okay. Then for our puzzle category in the adult category, we have this amazing puzzle. It is the Legend of Zelda, but this is from Hanayama. And truly, these are awesome. If you've got an adult in your life that loves puzzles, they have all different kinds of puzzles. This one happens to be a Zelda one where you have to figure out how to get the sword out of the stone and then how to get the sword back in. And each one of these has a level. This is level 6. So it's a little hard, but there are instructions online. I always have to cheat to figure out how to do it, but super fun. And then it becomes this wonderful desk thing to sit on their desk and to share with other people. I love a good Hanayama puzzle right up until when I Google how to do it. Oh, but I know people who have to figure it out for themselves. Now, in the last one of our category of these wonderful Project Genius, this is the inverse reflection. Now, I have to be honest with you. When I started out, this was a cube, a square. But this one, part of the puzzle is getting it back into the square. As I said, I'm not going to be the person to ever be able to do this. But even figuring out all the different ways in which this moves and can move is great fun for me. I can have a really good time with this. But the key is to get it back into a square. It's super cool, though, and beautiful to sit on your desk. And this is from Project Genius as well. Amazing, amazing company. In our best game category in the adults, we have Floats My Goats from Hoot Nanny Games. Oh, I love this game. You got a board and you're trying to save your goats because there's been a shipping accident and your goats are floating. And so you have to build rafts to be able to save your goats. And sometimes the baby goats can sit on the mama goats, and it's a game of strategy. It's for 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up. It says that the play time is between 15 and 30 minutes. It's hilarious. So much fun. And we just Floats My Goats. Absolutely adore that. It was the winner of our best card or board game in the adult category because it requires a little bit of thinking and thinking ahead and thinking, okay, if I do this, what are they going to do the next time? And will my goats survive? Which I love. Okay. For our employment empowerment in the adult category, super love this. What's Next? A life-size transition game from M&J Games. This is an amazing game that you spread out on the floor and you roll this giant dice and you're following this board that you've set up with these planks. And each one of them, it's a problem that you need to figure out how would you solve. I can't think of anything that would better prepare young people for their first job or their second job that's as much fun as this is. Really amazing. It's called What's Next. It's for ages 14 and up. For 2 players, you can use it indoor and outdoor. Really remarkable. This has been heavily researched. It was done, I believe, in conjunction with the Rutgers Center for Adult Autism Services, but I know that it also benefits them when you purchase this game. So What's Next? Man, employment empowerment. Okay, what have I got? Oh, I'm down to the end here. Oh, okay. So this is the Duo Moto. This is another one of those amazing fun in motion games. And this won the kids' choice in the adult category because we already showed you the cube. Well, guess what? What if the cube can split apart and become 2 cubes? Now 2 of us can play together and see all the shapes that we can make. And then can we make it back together? Can we do it? It's great fun. I've now destroyed this so that it's 2 pieces. And I know that our producer, Chris Desmond, is a whiz at this and can get them back into being a cube. But the adult in your life will love this. And it's got the social component of now I'm splitting it apart and I'm giving the other half to somebody else. And can we get it back together? Love it. It was the kids' choice. Fun in motion toys. How much do I love them? We're down. I think we got 2 left. We're going to make it before Thanksgiving. This is from Spaghetti's, and they make a bunch of different. This is the STEM winner for adults, but they make a bunch of different toys that you put together to create different things. This happens to be their noodle flyer, and so you put it together. It's got wheels, and you've created this flying machine from these really incredible, bendable. Engineering pieces, I guess is what I would call them. So bend, click, create, really wonderful. So this is the STEM winner from our adult category. I want to open that up so that you can see all the things that you get with it, plus great instructions of how to build this particular flyer, but they make other ones as well. Really, really fun, great flexible thinking builder. And then our last, but certainly not least, another winner from Nido, and believe me, they have so many amazing, amazing things. So this is the Nido color changing. This is actually a winner in our caregiver category as the sensory toy from our caregiver. Can you tell? It's the color changing Nido. I'm going to make it really obvious. Do you see how it changed colors there? And it's orange here at the end. And then you let go of it and it goes back to being yellow. And then you squeeze it and you get orange, right? And then it goes back to being yellow. I don't know why it's so satisfying, but it is. I've sat with a group of moms who lost their minds and just had a great time. I love these Nido toys. They're non-toxic. They smell good. They feel good. And that they're addictive. You just can't stop playing with them. So this was our sensory winner in the caregiver section. There's so many toys that we weren't able to get to, but these are just some of our favorites. I really encourage you to visit our toy guide, shop around. We have links so that you can purchase right from the page, although you don't have to. Check out and see what is available for Black Friday. I love Black Friday shopping because you can get a lot more for your dollar when you're shopping Black Friday. But remember, you don't necessarily have to go to the store. Almost everybody does it online now. So you can sit at home and you can get most of your Christmas shopping done and have it shipped to you. If you purchase from our Amazon page, we get something. I don't know how much, but it helps us to keep the lights on here. So if you like what we do at Autism Live and you like the toys and you have the opportunity to do that, we sure appreciate you. But we also just appreciate you buying directly from the toy manufacturers, because all of these are wonderful toys that were made by wonderful people with good intentions of getting them in the hands of people that they will be meaningful for. So I rushed through. I was so excited, but we got through a lot of toys here today. But do check out the toy guide. I want to wish everybody the happiest Thanksgiving. If you can tomorrow, find the time to have just a moment of gratitude for everything that we have. I know sometimes it's easy to think about everything we don't have, but it's a choice. It's always a choice to think about what we do have. And you'll find that your day and your life will go so much better if you think about what you do have. I'm incredibly grateful for you. I'm incredibly grateful for all the amazing individuals who are on the spectrum, who watch the show and teach us all kinds of things. I'm so filled with gratitude for the amazing parents that are here and on a regular basis and check out our podcast, because I know you're fighting to provide the best opportunity for those kiddos and teens and adults that you love in your life. And obviously, I love all the other people who are supportive and who love our individuals on the spectrum, because that's what makes the world go round. I'm grateful for all of you. I hope you enjoy the parts of this break that you can. I know that sometimes it's hard. Services are fewer and farther between during a break. But we will be back on Monday with all new programming and lots to talk about, especially there's a parent conference that's coming up that we want you to know about, that's free to parents, has amazing people on it, including Dr. Doreen Grant-Pichet, and I did one of the interviews as well. So we'll have all of that information for you when we get back on Monday after Thanksgiving. But I wish you all the very happiest of Thanksgiving, and I hope you enjoyed the Festival of Toys. We'll see you next Monday. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and a big one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
Autism lives, festival of toys. Feels like magic for girls and boys. Every laugh and every cheer